And now, Shelly, why did we end up popping his balloon?
So, I mean, you're definitely handsome, but I just kind of popped my balloon because you're shorter than me with heels. So that was just kind of like a deal breaker because I kind of look down and, want to look up. So
I just want to say for the record, I climb trees and I'm just short because of this lineup. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I'm cool. I'm cool. Yeah.
understandable. I just have my experience with short men. I feel like y'all have short man syndrome, so y'all be a little bit extra, because you're short.
Experience with the mature men.
Oh, maybe that might be it.
All right, let's go ahead and bring out our next single lady. Hello, welcome in. I'll have you hold that. What's your name?
Shelly.
Shelly, how old are you?
I'm 24.
24, and what do you do?
I work in finance, and I also model on the side.
Oh, Shelly, 24, and she models on the side. What kind of modeling? I bet you she's talking about Instagram modeling. Like, I'm a model. Like, what do you model for? What company? Like Dior, Louis, Versace, Fendi? Come on, start naming some of these names.
And then I am going to school for my bachelor's degree in business administration.
All right. And what do you look for in a man?
I like a man that can have conversation and also work out disagreements because those happen. I like a man that can have conversation and also work out disagreements because those happen. That have goals, aspirations, that also want to do things that travel and be adventurous because I don't like doing the same thing. So.
Okay. And now, what are some of your deal breakers when it comes to men?
Deal breakers, I would say. Too many kids. So you can have kids, but too many kids. I would say more than two would be a deal breaker for me.
Okay.
So, another deal breaker would be, I would say not wanting to be a little bit more open to things. Like, I like to have my own mindset. I like an alpha male, but I also like, you to take in my input and where I'm coming from with things.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a deal breaker is having too many kids. I guess it ain't a deal breaker for her if you are a cheater, liar, manipulator, serial killer. You could be all those things. That's still a pass. But if you have a lot of kids, that's a deal breaker.
All right. And now, what are some things you like to do for fun?
Travel, shopping. Yeah, like I just like doing different things.
Okay.
So. Very spontaneous. I'm a Sagittarius, so
Okay.
gotta keep up.
All right. So as we see here, none of the guys has popped their balloon yet. So I'm actually going to switch it on over to you.
Okay.
I'm going to have you hold this. So for the first round, I'm going to have you pop two guys' balloons just based off of, who doesn't really fall into what your type is.
Okay.
Then once you pop them, I'll go ahead and ask you, what kind of made them not fall into your type. So you can go ahead and pop those two.
All right. Let me see.
Okay. And one more.
Here it is.
Okay. Let's start right here.
Okay.
Okay. If we can have your name and age.
I'm Styles. I'm 33.
Okay. And Styles, why did you leave your balloon unpopped?
I wanted to know a little bit more about her. She came out here and told us what her deal breakers were, and I didn't really feel like that gave me enough information to see what was about or what she was about. So
Okay.
I waited.
Okay. And now, Shelly, why did we end up popping his balloon?
So I mean, you're definitely handsome, but I just kind of popped my balloon because you're shorter than me with heels. So that was just kind of like a deal breaker because I kind of look down and, want to look up.
Hey, a lot of these girls, they always pop with the same reason. Shorter than them. Man.
So.
I just want to say for the record, I climb trees and I'm just short because of this lineup. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I'm cool. I'm cool.
Yo, I love the vibe. My boy climbs trees. We didn't know that. I love the confidence. Yo, he didn't let this comment deter his confidence, He's basically still rocking it. He's like, yo, I climb trees just on this lineup. Not today, today I look short on this lineup only. But outside of this, I climb more trees than these guys.
Yeah.
Understandable. I just have my experience with short men. I feel like y'all have short man syndrome, so y'all be a little bit extra, because you're short.
Experience with the mature men.
Oh, maybe that might be it. But I mean, I tried it a couple times and
I
same
understand.
thing happened.
You know, same environment, same pool. Welcome to Arizona.
You got a point.
Thank
Arizona
you.
is definitely.
Hey, yo, a lot of these girls, they always pop with the same reason, shorter than them. Man, it's like, I guess it's a big deal if you're short. You know, something we cannot control. No wonder why some guys want to go get that surgery and make themselves 6 foot whatever. You know what I mean? Like they break their bones and extend themselves so they're like 6 foot whatever. That's a new surgery. You know, it's out now.
Different breed.
Let's go down here. If we can have your name and age.
Isaac, I'm 28.
All right. And Isaac, why did you leave your balloon unpopped for Shelly?
She seemed interesting. I just want to hear more of what she had to say.
Okay. All right. And now, why do we end up popping his?
I just ended up popping him because he's not someone that I would particularly go for. I mean, it's just something. Not the style is just not my style. I don't think we would look good together. So.
That's a roast. Oh, why is she trying to cook him like that? I don't think we would look good together. What the heck? Come on, what are you talking about? Matter of fact, I think he would look way better by himself than with you. You know, at least he's more humble about it, and at least he's more what do you call it? He seems like he's more genuine, right? He's not really superficial like you. Like I don't think we would look good together. So everything is basically you're trying to get a man so you can look a certain way to the public's eye instead of how you feel, instead of how he makes you feel or what he does for you, or you know, how does that even make sense?
All right, cool.
That's pretty much it.
All right. So we still have quite a few balloons unpopped. Did you have a question for the guys to go ahead and help you narrow it down?
Yeah. So the question that I have is, do you not like to travel?
Okay. If we can have your name and age and the answer to her question.
My name is Preston. I'm 29. I definitely love to travel. I'm going to LA next week and Colombia and other places.
Oh, do you have your passport?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Like it.
Name and age, and do you like to travel?
How are you doing? I'm Connor. I'm 27. I like to travel, passport, all that. But I feel like that question wasn't deep enough. Hit me something better. I thought we were trying to find love here.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Damn, I like this guy. This guy put it right on her plate. Do you not like to travel? What kind of question is that? Everybody loves to travel. Trust me, if money wasn't an issue and if everybody had a passport, you think they're gonna be staying on their countries forever and ever? Nah, man. People like to move around. So I mean, I think like everybody would answer yes. I love to travel. Duh.
So like, how do you handle disagreements in a relationship?
It's crazy you asked that because that's the question I was going to ask you. But I think with any human interaction, whether it's with your team or your girlfriend, whatever, you want to lead with grace and patience. And so if there's an argument, that means that y'all are not on the same page for some reason. So instead of thinking, this is my standpoint, you need to think, okay, why is she upset? And then how can I bridge that gap? That's at least my mindset.
Ooh, I like that. Open communication is important.
Do you want to do the travel or the disagreement question?
Disagreement.
Okay, cool. Name and age, and how do you handle disagreements?
My name's Keyshawn. They call me Key. And honestly, I'm 26. Honestly, when it comes to disagreements, I think just understanding that it's not you and your partner versus like each other. It's you and your partner versus the problem, you know? And just communicating your feelings and not holding anything back, because if you hold something back, that's going to lead to resentment. So just communication and just making sure that I'm hearing you out and I'm not just saying my side.
Okay, I like it. Oh, y'all making this
go
hard.
back to him because we didn't hear how he handles disagreements.
So my name, age.
No, you could just answer.
Oh, like you said earlier, I think disagreements is like you and your partner versus the problem. I think sometimes you gotta kind of like sit down with each other and say, okay, what is the problem we have and how are we not connecting? And if it get too heated, which it shouldn't be if you're both adults, you should be able to say, okay, let's write down what's problem I'm having, write down what problem you have. Let's read each other's paper and see how can we help that person in that area.
Okay.
True.
All right. Your name and age, and how do you handle disagreements?
I'm Rico, I'm 24, and disagreements, there's like an understanding. I feel like disagreements come with a lot of miscommunication, and if you kind of have like a better understanding within each other, it wouldn't be no disagreement. Like kind of touch back what he says, it's kind of like not y'all arguing with each other, you versus me, me and you versus each other, kind of us attacking the problem, if that make more sense.
Okay.
Well said, well said. Smart guy. He got it. Top notch.
I think y'all just saying stuff to make me say, all right. But we'll see.
All right, your name and age, and how do you handle disagreements?
My name is Henri. I'm 24. How do I handle disagreement? That's a tough one. No, for real, because, like, I mean, what are we disagreeing for? You know what I mean? So
I'm gonna go ahead and pop your balloon just because we are all humans. So
This guy high or what? What's up with this guy, bro? He had all this time to answer this question, bro. All these guys went before him, and my dude couldn't come up with the answer. I feel like he smoked a little bit, one too many, you know?
we are gonna have disagreements. So we need a better answer to that. So I'm gonna pop the balloon off of that. Yeah.
she threw me off. I didn't even have an answer, to be honest. Like, what do you mean we're disagreeing right now?
Because we are human. We're not always gonna if we
No,
are
absolutely.
always agreeing, then I feel like then somebody's not being truthful. You know. So I'm a very blunt person, honest. So I mean, if I'm feeling some type of way, I'm gonna communicate that for you, and I want us to have that conversation, that dialogue, to get to an understanding.
Absolutely.
And to move forward.
No, I mean, all jokes aside, I mean, yeah, communication, just honestly hearing each other out. You know, sometimes it might just be a one-way street because y'all both so heated. I think like how I go about it is I give myself a little space, you know, because I know, like, if I keep, like, entertaining whatever the disagreement is, it's just going to be. So it's just best for me to step back and then honestly reflect on what we spoke about and then kind of come back later and just like, hey, look, I know I said this. It may upset you. I know you said this. I didn't like the way it came out. Whoa. We could probably work on it, but that's how I would handle it. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Damn, brother. Why didn't you say this all along, bro? I mean, I thought you were too high, bro, to even comprehend what the question was, bro.
Space is important, but I can't go to sleep mad. So I mean, we're gonna have to work it out to something about like when we're gonna
It's not much of a
reconvene.
space. Like, I'm a
To talk
Sag,
about it.
So I don't like to feel like I'm being pushed so much. I like to feel like, yo, you're not all up in my face too much.
That makes sense.
You know what I
That
mean?
makes sense, for
So,
sure.
Yeah.
Too much, you know,
Yeah.
need space to kind of recollect
Yeah,
our thoughts.
absolutely.
I see what you're saying. I see
All right,
what
cool.
you're saying.
Thank you. All right, why did we end up popping?
I don't know. It's kind of like, listen to what she said, kind of like, we're humans. Like, well, I was going to have disagreements. Like, I don't know. It feel like a little bit too problematic for me, if I can put it into words. Not to say like I'm dodging anything, but it's like I said, with understanding and like with your peer, you'll come to a point where it's like, if it's really a healthy love, you'll be surprised there wouldn't be that many disagreements. Like, I feel like we're all like adults, so like if you find your person that is supposed to be for you, that God put in your life, that you'll be surprised that it wouldn't be that rough on the edges. Like, you won't have to argue with him.
Yo, he's actually smart. He's onto something here. I think she's a little bit younger, so I think, like, you know, that's why she's like, we're all humans, we're all blah, 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 blah. Of course, he gets it. On the other hand, he's mature. He knows, he understands. Like, in all honesty, you and your partner, if you guys, like, you know each other, right, and you know what pisses each other off, and you know a way to communicate and overcome the problem, it shouldn't be an issue, right? So I mean, you're never always going to be arguing, but there is going to be arguments. So I mean, you guys need to know the steps to take to deal with those arguments, right? So, you know, just putting it on, we're all humans, we're always going to have arguments. No, that's like already predetermining that you guys are always going to be arguing, right? So truthfully, you're going to have good days, you're going to have bad days, you're going to have great days, you're going to have shitty days. You know, it goes like that, right? Part of life, but it doesn't mean you're always going to have disagreements. You got to understand where that root of the problem is coming from, right?
Like, you would try to argue and he would just always have some comforting words to put you at ease.
Yeah.
So I believe, like, there's always a way to dodge your disagreements, because, like, what are we arguing for? Like what he said, if we supposed to be in love. And that's what kind of take away love, because people feel like with love, you just going to have to. No, we don't have to.
Yeah.
It's a
No,
choice.
and I get what you're saying. Like, and I'm not trying to say like, oh, all the time is gonna be arguments, but I do understand. Like, I've been in a couple of relationships, arguments do happen. So that's why I was saying, like, you know, saying, oh, like, what are we disagreeing for? It's not always.
But to touch on what you
rainbows
said, you've been in a lot of relationships. That is not me. It's not me at the end of the day. So
That's
just
cool.
because
That's
what
cool.
you've been
That's why
through.
you popped your balloon. Not for you. All right.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. So, ooh, okay, we got a pop right here. Why did we end up popping our balloon?
Just aesthetically, you don't bring like the panache, the showmanship I look for, like in a woman.
So
just
what's
like
that?
I do. Like when I walk anywhere I go, like, you know, people notice me. People notice how I look, how I dress, how I move. I just want someone with the same energy. And I'm not saying you don't have it.
Oh,
It's
okay,
just,
so I was
you know,
like,
it's
I
not the same
definitely give
thing.
main
It's not the
character
same-
because I never walked in a room and I was
Yeah.
not, you know, attention was not on me. So that was a little surprising. I'm
Yeah.
actually
I mean,
surprised.
keep in mind we're splitting hairs. Like all of y'all are like exceptional. So you know, I gotta split hairs. You with foreheads, you know, and then all this other stuff. So
He's trying to say my forehead big. Oh, we.
Okay. Thank you.
What did he just say? What just happened? Like, did I miss something? Like, I'm a little bit confused, bro. Like, like this guy says he walks in the room, she's like main character kind of energy, and he thinks she's not like that. Like, hold up, like it don't make no sense. Cause I think at the beginning when she walked right in, none of you all popped your balloons. If you remember correctly, all of you were holding those balloons. So somewhat all of you were still interested in her. So I mean, if she wasn't giving that type of energy, at least some of you would have popped it right off the bat. You'd be like, nah, she ain't my type. But a lot of you guys were feeling her off the bat. So I mean, I don't know why he's talking like, you know, she ain't matching my energy. When I walk in the room, they like, I don't know what he's trying to say, but I think he's a little bit bitter here. Maybe she's not paying too much attention to him. That might be the case, right? Maybe she's I don't know, she didn't notice him off the bat, you know, because he's so used to the attention wherever he goes and people approaching him or noticing him. So maybe she wasn't really focusing on him much.
All right. So, Shelly, we have 2 balloons left. Guys, did you all have a question for Shelly?
Yeah, I have a question.
Okay.
So my question, Shelly, is
Yeah.
how do you view personal development?
Yeah, I feel like personal development, I feel like you should have essentially, like, I like to call it measurable goals, like goals that you hit in a certain time frame and actually have steps to get to that point in life. Like, for example, I'm going to school for my bachelor's in business administration, so my goal is to complete that within, 5 years or less, because I am working finance, working full time, so I'm just trying to manage the both and be able to complete that within 5 years is my goal. So just making sure I'm taking those steps to get there.
All right, my second question to this. So if you're unmotivated one day, do you work out?
Yes, I do.
So if you're not feeling like you want to go to the gym, what would you do?
Well, I take pre-workout in the morning, so that's not something really I have trouble doing, but I just kind of know like where I want to be as far as my body type. So that kind of keeps me motivated because I know where I want to be as far as my overall physical appearance. So it's more so like what I know.
Okay. Why did we end up popping?
I don't feel like you're being honest with me.
Why you don't feel like I'm being honest?
I asked you a very straight question. I don't feel like you're being honest with me. I was like, if you're not motivated in the morning to go to the bathroom.
Brody didn't like that answer, I guess, eh? I mean, it's valid. She takes works out in the morning. I mean, if it's a part of her daily routine, of course, like, I guess she's just gonna go regardless she feels like she wanna do it or not. You know, it just falls into her time frame of the day-to-day activities, right? It's the same thing as a job. You know, you go to work, you have days you don't want to go to work, but man, those bills gotta get paid, bro. Who gonna pay those bills? You friggin' stay at home, right? Those bills need to be paid, bro. Same thing, right? She gotta sculpt that body. She gotta get that dream body. So, you know, she ain't gonna just stay around and lay around. Like, I get it. A lot of those people feel like not going or they feel unmotivated. These are the people who their why is not as strong enough. They don't know the reason why they're doing it, you know? Because, like, if you know the reason why you're doing it, you'll grind it. Trust me, no matter what. Rain or storm, no matter you feeling sick, bro, no matter you feeling the best, you're still gonna do it regardless.
With me, I was like, if you're not motivated in the morning to go to the bathroom, go to the gym or not, how do you say motivated? You say you're very, like, attempt your physical appearance.
Yeah. I work out to look good. That's, I mean, I know some people work out for fitness and stuff, and that's a plus, but I work out to look good. So if I don't look good,
Well, last time you work out.
So,
Last time you worked out.
I worked out literally last week.
That's my answer.
Okay.
It's
Just
Friday.
because I don't go to the gym every day doesn't mean I don't
I
have
respect
fitness.
that.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's
yeah.
body's different.
Yeah.
So you want someone that works out every day? Is that
No, that's not the
Right.
No, it's not necessarily
I was
it's
like,
not
just
work
gotta
out
work
every
less
day. Not necessarily every day. It's more of like
Okay. Because my goal is like 3 to 4 times a week. Because that's manageable, right?
Okay.
I gotta have a goal that's manageable. If I have a goal that's, I gotta work out 7 days a week, I'm not gonna be able to manage that, and then
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
that's
end
not
up
realistic.
Going. Right,
That
exactly.
wasn't the
Okay.
mindset I was going
Go
for.
ahead.
More like actually when last time you worked out, you said last week.
Yeah.
You just said now you work out 3 to 4 times a week.
Right.
So it's already Friday. You got 2 days left. You follow me? So I don't think you're being honest with me.
Okay.
But I mean, you might have some stuff going on. So
Yeah.
you feel me? But,
Yeah. I mean, you're not gonna always be able to get to that point. I mean,
Yeah,
but I see what you're saying.
Respect.
And now, Shelly, is he your type though?
Yeah, he's my type. I like dark skinned men. Little.
Bro's doing the math. Bro's trying to check her. Bro's playing chess at this point. He's bouncing off at every answer she's giving off. Bro, I mean, I think though, like what you gotta realize though, everybody has different goals, right? Like her goals are completely different than his goals. His goals may be like to work out every day. You know what I mean? Her goals are like, I mean, she's a student, I guess, and she's working finance, and 3 to 4 times a week is good on her, right? So maybe this week she goes 3 times, maybe next week she goes 4 times, right? So I mean, yeah, of course she said she cares about her body, but at the end of the day, I think that's her manageable goals. At least 3 to 4 times, that's all right on her. But on him, where it might be like 5 days, I gotta go every day, I can't miss a day, right? So it's a little bit different. He shouldn't really be judging her based on that. I think the best question you could have asked her was, if you feel like you don't want to go to work, how do you motivate yourself? That would have been perfect. Like, he should have found out something she's really into and ask her based on motivation. Like, ask her if she doesn't feel motivation towards whatever her interests are, how does she go on about finding motivation, or what does she do, right? That would have been way better. But picking a gym, like, some people, it's not their main motivation, like, it's not their main goal. They just do it just, like her to look good. It's like, okay, but other people, it's their life, it's complete differences.
Now, Shelly, is he your type though?
Yeah, he's my type. I like dark skinned men. Little, kind of like eye and eye with heels, but still very handsome, attractive. So I would say, yeah.
We are. Wait. We are now, baby.
Okay.
What did he say?
He said we're not eye to eye.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, we're close. I'm not saying like we're super eye to eye, but
You
we're
wanna
not
see?
like.
How tall are you?
You want to say, come on?
Ooh.
We got out. Exactly.
Eye to eye. You're right. I guess you're right. You're right. You're taller than me.
We're not eye to eye.
You're right.
That's
You're
right, though. I respect it, though. I respect.
All right, let's go on to our next guy.
Yeah.
Okay, why did we end up popping our balloon?
I popped because I was listening to you the whole time. I was trying to get some more information. Obviously, we have very little to deal with, with the
Right,
situation.
for sure.
But I seen, the answers and the questions you were asking, it just seemed very like surface level. I felt like I couldn't really read you any deeper, and I'm very big on like being in tune with your emotions, being in tune with yourself. And I know we're in a weird experience, but I
For
just
sure.
wanted
That's
to.
definitely what it is.
Yeah, exactly. But I just felt like I wanted you to open up a little bit more, and it felt like, you judging the height, and then you only work out just for, appearance. I'm very big on the stuff deeper than that, because you can look like I'm skinny, but I can still be super unhealthy and stuff. So
Understandable.
Okay. All right, and now
This dude's actually clever. What he said here, man, is actually top notch. I like what he said, man. This is a guy who's using his big brain, not his little one down there, He's actually putting way deeper thoughts into his answers, and you can see that, he looks way deeper than just, the surface level, like beauty, you know what I'm saying, right? It makes more sense. That's how a lot of men should be, bro. Instead, a lot of men are thinking down there, and then in the very end, they're thinking up here, It shouldn't be like that. You should be like thinking here and then down there when the time is right.
Is Key your type?
I don't particularly go for like brown skin, light skin. I'm more so dark skin, but like your energy.
I got dark skin tendencies.
Yeah, exactly. And what you said about like energy, like I'm really big on energy and vibes and stuff like that. So I really did get like a good vibe from you. Want to know a little bit more. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Shelly, that is all the balloons popped. Unfortunately, we weren't able to find you a match today, but thank you so much for coming on.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and give it up for her. I'll take that. The mic.
Damn, that's a video, boys. Let me know what you thought. Comment down below. To be honest, I actually like this panel of guys. They're actually a little bit more smart, man. They're actually more intelligence compared to a lot of dudes, you know, like the way they give the answer, the way they talk about things, their perspectives. It's a little bit eye-opening. I like that. I mean, granted, if you were to look at them, you'd be really judgmental and think like, yeah, these guys are hood guys, you know, they're from the streets, like, you know, they don't seem like they're, you know, they know what the basics, like what's going on, like, you know what I'm saying, like they're not up to date with things, but they're actually really intelligent. I think they carry themselves proper, right? They have a really good mind, and the way they think about things, and you know, the way they dive deeper into the dialogue of these questions, and the way they explain themselves, I was very impressed. I hope a lot of men are like this, man. Like, you know, you gotta question things, you gotta really challenge these women. You cannot just say yes, no, and agree and to disagree and all that, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, that's that. Let me know what y'all thought. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Easy.